Abdur-Rahman Bolden, I mentioned. We talked about Mitru Long, Dylan Windler. Wine uniform, Celtics wearing white. Tip is up, and we say Harrison Twins have been on the fringe of the NBA since they left Kentucky. There's our first bucket. Robert Williams in the starting lineup, not Grant Williams. He wears 44, entering his second year in the NBA.
Waters, nice move.
And there's 30. The Dancing Bear, as he was nicknamed back then. There's Waters, hands it off to Williams, who is an explosive athlete. Pretty good. Mitru Long, wearing essentially his college colors from Iowa State. Windler played well in the first game, sat out the second game. And I think what we all took away from his initial appearance is that this is the guy
who be playing with a lot more talent than he ever could imagine. And so you got to prove to the coaching staff you can play with him. Like then, opportunity for a hockey assist.
Good example of it. And John, hesitation as he works on Windler, who stayed in front of him nicely. Long goes the other way. Past Yabusele, reverse layup is good.
The highest on record ever at the NBA Draft Combine. He shot 74% from the field for his career. That's 4 collegiate years. That is also an
NBA. And the thing that he does, man, he protects that rim. And I'm telling you, when he gets post-up position and you give him the ball, he knows what to do with it.
Waters off on the 3. Back to Carson Edwards. He is not tall, but he is solidly built as Williams gets his first bucket.
And
Kendrick Ray will pull up for a deep 2, just grazes the rim. Green comes down with it. Williams, basically a trailer 3. It's off the glass, and
he's got game.
That booing, by the way, was simply because Taco Fall left the contest for the moment. Here's Ray flying in for 2.
The fans
try it again. It's moving. So are the Cavs. Corner 3, up and in.
Tough.
Moving well. Anthony Lawrence gets the Cavaliers within 5. Good back cut by Green, and he hammers it home. 10 seconds to go. Cavaliers reset out front. Good defensive effort by Green. Max Strus comes away with it. It's Onuaku and 1.
I don't know who takes that shot, but I'm sure he would rather see the ball move a little bit.
Withers, excuse me. As well as Tremont Waters, the number 51 overall pick. Lawrence has already knocked down a 3, and he's hit a second. Working with Robert Williams. Slipped it to him. Williams can't get it. Onuaku turns and connects.
Nice jump hook.
Chininu Onuaku.
Big fella, if you can do that, you don't need the Euro step.
Played in parts of 2 NBA seasons out of Louisville. As Lawrence in front of him, he lost the ball. Hits the deck, out to Strus for 3, and that's why Strus is on this roster.
And Matt, one thing we know is about the Celtics players, they're going to play hard. Danny Ainge does an excellent job of drafting guys that already have the DNA of playing hard and playing together.
Zeusman.
Right playing, that's what coaches want to see. He made the right play. Look at that excellent
Well, he made the right read.
Yes.
Read that pass like a comic book, and here's Onuaku.
Waters is showing people he can handle himself at that point.
Long over to Windler. Rookie steps in. That's blocked by Fall.
Welcome.
Here's John Elmore out of Marshall handling the ball now. Strus with another 3-point opportunity, and that's off the front rim. Ball on the offensive board. They'll throw it down. Doesn't take tickets.com. Celtics lead it 39-26. Windler, that's clever with Fall at the rim. And he's got 4. There's Fall in the high post. Not there to score. He is. See that the guy can play, right?
Yep.
See somebody of his size, and then you see how he moves, and he understands principles and knows where to be on the floor.
Better come back soon, because this kid is still in the eye of John Beilein, the way he pass, shoot it, and his overall knowledge of knowing how to play.
Green up.
Understand that Taco Fall is a lot better basketball player than what people give him credit for.
Elmore to Green, inside to Fall. We'll see how he is in the post. He's good.
I'm telling you.
The Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, Fall has definitely added an element of energy and defense as he
This your first time really seeing this kid play. Are you surprised?
First time I've seen him in person.
Yes,
sure.
He's a lot better than what you would think.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a nifty move by Long. Went to his...
Man, again, if you haven't really studied his game, you just think he's more of an entity, a novelty. A guy 7'7". Yeah, he can block shots because he's just tall. The kid is a skilled basketball player. He actually knows how to play.
Yeah. Harrison with a 3 on one end. Yabusele swats that shot away on the other, and a steal by Green, who steps in. He's in traffic. Down to Waters. Trailer is Harrison. Just knocked down the 3. He'll hit 2 in a row. And the building shot up dramatically when Taco Fall stands up from the bench even. Abdur Rahman with the first shot of the second half, and he gets up there to grab that one rebound. Carson Edwards, no hesitation. Jammed his hand in that first half. Inside down to Williams, hesitated. Might have shuffled the feet. Blocked by Bolt. Abdur Rahman out to Bolden. Ossetkowski hands it back to Windler. And the Rook knocks it down. Cat. This is the point in Yabusele's NBA life where he needs to show something here in Summer League. Yeah. Windler with another one. He's feeling it right net pass.
Absolutely. And you said it. When we had John Beeline on a couple of days ago, he said this kid is going to lead the team in hockey assists. And it may not be hockey now that went to Marshall. I know you know this.
Well, Mike D'Antoni.
There you go.
His brother coaches the team.
Yes. I knew you were him off slightly. Randy's going to Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame.
Yes. Long for 3, got it. Devontae Green looked like he wanted Elmore to bring it up. Eventually gets to him anyway. They run the lob from Green, and that's why.
He was just loving him.
Not to mention scoring. John Elmore, Taco Fall back in the game. The crowd reacts.
Yes.
They've got numbers.
Lob it up, throw it up to the basket. There you go. There you go.
Ossetkowski could only stand there and wait for the applause.
All he could do is accept it.
Booth will try the 3 and knock it down. 3 beats it.
So we're here to see him.
That's terrific. Now, during this time, well, I had you. During this time, you know that the young players is an opportunity.
What they are at the time, but I'm excited for him. I'm just excited for them to get this opportunity to play in the NBA.
The fact that the Rockets are still a very good team, a very elite team, and they're going to have a lot to say with who wins that Western Conference. Again, at the end of the day,
and some of them do it really well. Manu Ginobili was great at that.
Yes.
Boris Diaw was great at that.
Yes.
Robert Williams.
The guy that throws to a guy like Jimmy Butler, an all-star, one of the better two-way players in the league. And what's this, his 4th team now?
Yep.
Started in Chicago.
Right. Minnesota. That's $19 million. So they'd have to have other assets to entice Oklahoma City to want to make that deal.
And it helps Miami. It puts them back in prominence in the conversation. But I don't think just adding Russell with Jimmy.
Something happened on both ends here. Waters to Williams. In for the reverse.
You said that young man was a heck of an athlete.
And got the crowd going here. Windler off on the 3. Lead is 16. Make it 18. Boston on the run. It's SEC Player of the Year, Grant Williams. That comes up short. Back out to Tremont Waters. There's the lob to Fall.
Finally, someone has figured out just throw the ball up near the basket and let Taco go get it.
Taco Fall now 12 points on a perfect 5 for 5 shooting night. Edwards breaks away. And Edwards' career for himself.
What you've seen between those two guys, who do you like better?
I think Fall has more upside.
He's a better athlete.
Certainly, he's a much better athlete than Marjanovic.
I agree.
And he appears to have better post skills as well. And obviously, it's crazy to talk about, but he's much taller and longer than Boban.
So if Boban has a contract and keeps finding a land,
got a career, yeah.
What do you think about
here in Las Vegas? Carson Edwards, as he's done so often, led his team in scoring. 6 of 10 from the field. He knocked down 2 threes in 6 attempts and finished with 14 points to go along with 3 rebounds.